The astrolabe. We may know about it, we may hear about it, or we might not even know what it is. To simplify, the astrolabe is a celestial device used by astronomers and regular users. It is able to tell the position of the stars, time, and is able to navigate by using the position of latitude and the stars on the Earth's axis. Here's a theoretical problem of our world. The Greek gods never left behind any information about the stars, how to navigate, and how time works, leaving the rest of the world in the dust. Not a single soul understood the world and why it works, why the earth moves, and why the stars mean something to us, and how we navigate our way around. Climate change was a mystery. No one would understand why it would rain when it did, why it would snow, or even why the sun would shine for months at a time. Time was the biggest mystery. Why would it get dark? Why would the sun rise at the same time every day? Why would the sun say rise for a period of time? This was a mystery that needed to be solved. The alignment of the stars made the world question their meaning and the symbolism of the stars. The constellations would appear at different times of the year. They would never see the same constellations at the same time of the year or during the same seasons. Everyone was curious as to why this occurred. Why were there certain stars showing up when others weren't there? Navigation was a large issue. Due to the lack of directional knowledge, nobody knew where they were going and how to get to places. There was no way of tracking how to get to previous locations, to see how to get to certain places, and to see where the sun would rise and where it would set during the day. Until Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi, a Muslim astronomer who worked on translating and expanding the work of the Greeks. He contributed to several corrections of Ptolemy's star list and did his own brightness and magnitude estimates. Al-Sufi wrote about the astrolabe, how he uses it for hundreds of different things like astrology, navigation, and time. The astrolabe became an essential tool for those who enjoyed practicing and learning about astrology, navigation, and timekeeping. But what really makes this device so unique and so diverse? Was it the many abilities that it had and the many audiences it could pertain to? I don't know. Its main functions was to ensure timekeeping and day tracking. With this feature, it allowed for many people to calculate the sun's positions on the earth, the moon's positions, and to see where the latitude would be during the certain period of day. Astrolabes insist when keeping track of constellations and their significance in our day-to-day lives. For those of you interested in astrology, it helps with understanding the horoscopic meanings, the positions of the planets and the stars during the time of year. But why was this a device that everybody needs? How did it all start out, and why is it so significant in our modern world today? Although many of us may not know about it, there is a lot of cultural significance and scientific significance that it has in our world at this current time. Begin 66 million years ago, Homo troglodytes wandered the earth clueless about time, date, week, month, or even year. This allowed for them to be clueless as to what was happening during their days and why the days would slowly change into nights. They were clueless about the stars. They never knew that the stars actually had some significance in our world today. They didn't understand that with stars, their positioning could actually influence our moods and our behaviors in our world at this current time. Navigation was a primary issue. As cavemen, they did travel by foot a lot. They were clueless as to where they'd be going, where they were heading, or where they were in the past. They would have a hard time finding locations that they've been to previously, which allowed for them to have a hard time hunting for food and staying in. Due to the cluelessness of the Homo troglodytes, they spent a lifetime trying to figure out what the world meant, how the stars work, how to navigate, and how to figure out time. These were all very significant in day-to-day activities, and they wanted to ensure that they would figure out what these actually meant in their day. For years, millions of years, they left markings of their day-to-day trackings and knowledge of the stars, locations, and seasons. On millions of different locations, there are trackings that depict the different positions of stars during the seasons and the constellations that were seen After millions of years, Homo troglodyte were still clueless and needed a device to help them with understanding that the Greeks never explained. What the world actually means, how the stars interact with each other, how the day-to-day activities change, and how to move from place to place through navigation. Millions and millions of years after the caveman species died off, astronomer Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi took into account the caveman's works and created the Astrolabe to help with the understanding of the world. By analyzing the cave drawings, he was able to see the patterns that were drawn to depict the future. Thanks to Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi, the caveman and Greeks' legacy, history, and research paid off and allowed for the world to understand the stars' location and time. By allowing a large audience to understand these things, the world started to make a lot more sense by creating a device that functioned at a multimodality level. It can perform many tasks to support your needs, such as navigation, day-to-day tracking of time, and star positioning and astrology-related activities. This device allows you to look at different positions of stars and the sun to help you depict all of these different things. Thanks to Abd al-Rahman al-Sufi, the world is able to understand what navigation is, what time means, and what stars mean to us in the world. The Astrolabe is a very significant device in today's modern society, and it will continue to live up to the same legacy that it did